Hello and welcome to Tabletop 24, and as you can see in front of us we've got a first edition box of Flesh and Blood Tales of Aria, the latest set from LSS's TCG, and we're going to crack this open and hopefully we're going to get some nice cards in it. If you have done so already, please check out our other content for Tales of Aria. We've got a draft session with a couple of rounds of Swiss on the channel. We've also got our unboxing of the old Blitz deck, and we're hoping to pick up some nice cards in this pack for him to flesh that out with, ironically, for Flesh and Blood. So as you'll first see from the artwork, and we've got the packs for the heroes, the 3 heroes that are in this set. The artwork is a lot brighter than potentially the shadows art of the previous set, so we've got that there. So you can see that's quite nice art. Aria is a little bit of a lighter land than you would have than previously for the Demonastery and some of the other areas that we've picked up so far. So I'm just going to pop that out of the way. So we have got 24 packs in the booster. Each one has a token of 15 cards. So we're going to just crack through these, and we're going to pop up some of the more interesting ones as we go. Obviously probably focusing on some of the rares and the majestics in there. Okay, so we have got an Entwined Earth, a Winter's Bite, a Shock Striker, an Entwine Ice, making sure these are going in the right piles, a Rites of Replenishment, a Bolting Shot for our rare, a Lightning Press for our other rare, Mike, I'll get that on the right pile, and an Elemental Rimblade for Inspire Lightning, which hopefully you can see there has got some really nice foiling on it. So we will pop that in the Elemental Rimblade, so that'll be on that pile. Just to show off the Lightning Press, we'll get that there. Target attack action with cost 1 or less, gains +1. Obviously it's the blue one with 0 and it is an instance, that's quite nice there. And our Bolting Shot, so for our Rangers. So this is very much a nice Ranger pack. So it's an arrow. Bolting Shot is greater than its base. It has go again, and if it hits, reload. So it's quite nice there. It's getting through some of the deck, and it is a 0 cost 3 damage. So that will be quite nice for our Ranger. Then we've got an Amulet of Earth. So they are quite nice. We haven't put Earth out yet, so we'll pop that there. And then we've got Snow Under for our Guardian. Blizzard Bolt for our Ranger, Arcanic Shockwave for our Rimblade, Mulch for Guardian, Overflex for Ranger, Stir the Wildwood for Rimblade, and then we've got our token Briar Frostbite. So I'll put that off to one side. Let's go again. Okay, so another Shock Striker, but in red. An Icy Encounter. Now this one is a nice bit of whimsical art with people being chased, so a girl being chased across the ice. But again, it's quite standard 2 costs for 4 damage there. I think maybe it could be a little bit better, especially with just the 2 defense. Rejuvenate, so an elemental action gaining health. Break Ground, so that's our Earth. Another Blizzard Bolt for Ranger. Weave Lightning is one of our rares. Now this was the promo foil for a lot of people for the first set. And in foil it is an absolutely gorgeous card. So this one's a yellow 2 cost 0 cost 2 pitch. And the next lightning or elemental attack action you card, you play this turn, gain +2. And if it's fused, it's gain go again. So really bumping up some of those nice attacks. We've got Explosive Growth. So obviously it's green, so you're not going to see a lot of that on the green screen. 1 cost, 1 damage, Earth Fusion. If it was fused, whenever it deals damage, attacks you control, gain +1 this combat chain. And when you attack with Explosive Growth, deal 1 arcane damage. So it's just sort of gaining that extra pump straight away on there. And we've got another foil Inspire Lightning. This time we've got it in yellow. We've got Amulet of Lightning, so I can sense a bit of a theme here, so that's quite nice. We've got 2 of those. Another Rites of Replenishment, a Snow Under in yellow, an Overflex in yellow, another Inspire Lightning in red, so I think we've got a single full set of each now. Mulch, our Earth, Guardian Attack, and Blizzard Bolt for our Ranger again. And a Seismic Surge Rosetta Thorn token. Ball Lightning, so that's quite a nice card. Again, if you can get that in foil, it does look lovely. And a lot of the artwork in this is quite bright and wonderful. And whenever a Lightning or Elemental action card will deal damage, this combat chain, instead it deals that much damage +1. So again, pumping those attacks on the turn. Burgeoning. If Burgeoning is played from us, it gains +1, so 2 cost for 4, possibly 5 if it's coming from if it's coming from the arsenal. So we've got Entwine Earth, another copy thereof. Chill to the Bone. The next ice or elemental attack that hits this turn, create 3 Frostbolt. That's the red. 0 cost go against. That is really nice, especially if you've got Oldhim with his you can manage to get a dominate attack. Emerging Avalanche. Our first rare is Weave Earth, which is an Earth action. The next Earth or Elemental attack action card you play this turn gains +3. If it's fused, instead it gains +4. So that's quite nice for our Earth guys. And we have our first Majestic, so Blossoming Spellblade. And pop that artwork there, and then I'm going to have to read it from the card. So 2 costs, 6 damage, 3 defense, red, so it's pitching for 1. Earth and Lightning Fusion. So this is going into Briar. If Blossoming Spellblade, or he's a Runeblade, so if Blossoming Spellblade is refused, it gains whenever this deals damage to an opposing hero, you may banish a non-attack action card from your graveyard. If you do, you may play it this turn as though it were an instant. And if it would be put into your graveyard, instead banish it. When you attack with Blossoming Spellblade, if it was fused, deal 1 arcane damage to a target. So, obviously, if you're fusing, you're going to have to reveal an Earth and a Lightning card to pump that. So you're going to be using those cards, hopefully, again. Not got any go again on board with just that card, but hopefully you'll be picking up some extra bits from that. So we've got Evergreen as our other rare. Again, we may have seen this. It's not really going to show up on the green screen, so I hope we've got that. That is a foil, I believe. Yeah. And that's a rare, so that's quite nice that we've got 2 rares and a Majestic in there. So that's an Earth action. If Evergreen's played from Arsenal, put it on the bottom of your deck when it closes. Being a yellow, costs 3, attack for 6, so that's quite nice. Another Amulet of Ice. Arcanic Shockwave, and Glacial Footsteps. Now, if you watched our unboxing of the Oldhim Blitz deck, you'll have seen a couple of those already played up, which is quite nice and can do a bit of damage. Dazzling Crescendo, so it is an arrow. Lightning Fusion, and if it was fused, it gains go again. 0 cost for 2 damage, so putting that pressure on people to get through. Then you've got a Singing Steel Blade for our Rune Blade, 1 cost, 4 damage. Put that in the wrong one, haven't I? Entangle, a Chilling Ice Vein, so that's another ranger attack. Oh, I've been popping these in the wrong place, haven't I? Some of them, I'll go back and change those up in a sec. So, token of embodiment of lightning and earth. Let's just tidy these back up again. So, just making sure I'm popping them in the right place. I'll tidy these up. Because if not, we're going to end up with cards absolutely everywhere. Okay, so let's open another one. Okay, Earthlong Surge, Earth action, next attack action card you play this turn gains +3. So being blue, it is 2 costs though, so that's quite costly just to get that +3, but you might need it to do some other things. Ball Lightning again, Break Ground for our Earth action. Invigorate, the next attack you fuse this turn gains +3. Again, look at the colourful artwork that's on there. And it gives you go again, so that's quite nice there. Autumn's Touch. So even in the yellow, that's coming in for 6. It's quite a bog standard card, but it is putting out quite a bit of damage. So we've got our rare is Biting Gale. So it is a Guardian. So we might see if we can get this into our Oldham deck. If it's Ice Fused, the attacking hero discards a card. So that's sort of punishing the hero, and that is a defense reaction. So it's defending for 4, which is quite nice. And then we've got another Majestic. So that's really nice. Exposed to the Elements. So it is an elemental instant, and it's Earth and or Ice Fusion. So I believe, and I will read that. So you can reveal either or. So that might be quite nice in Oldham. If exposed to the elements was fused with an Earth card, put a -1 counter on target equipment. If exposed to the elements was fused with an Ice card, destroy an equipment with 0 controlled by a target hero unless they pay 2. Really punishing that equipment for people. Then we've got an Entangle foil. I'm going to put that there because it is green, so it's quite nice there. So that's our Guardian action. So for we've got a first proper bit of equipment for Runeblade. Another Glacial Footsteps in red. Pop that on the wrong one, haven't I already? Another Dazzling Crescendo. A Bramble Spark. So the next attack action card you play this turn gains when you attack with this card, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. And if it was fused, the next attack action card gains +3. So it's really punishing and pushing home a hit there, so that's quite nice. That's our Runeblade. Another copy of Entangle. Chilling Ice Vein. Veil of Flash, so that's for our Runeblade. Again, some nice artwork. Lightning Fusion, if it was fused, you may play your next non-attack action card as though it was an instant. So, a lot of technical bits, I think, with Briar this turn. And an Embodiment of Light and a Hammer. Right into this. Okay, Electrify. Blue, 1 cost. So, the next time an attack action card hits this turn, it deals 1 damage. Electrify is played from Arsenal, draw a card. So, it's quite nice. Lightning sort of building up a longer turn. Probably go wide with that. Winter's Bite. A Shock Striker, Entwine Ice, Snow Under. Our rare is Flash, so it's a lightning action. The next action card you play this turn with cost 0 or greater gains Go Again, Go Again. So building up again for those wider turns, potentially giving something that hasn't got Go Again, ironically. Then we've got another Majestic, so that's quite probably not going to see any more now for the box. So Frostlock, so it's that Elemental Ranger attack, and it's Ice Fusion, and cards and abilities cost the opposing hero an additional resource this turn, and if it was fused, it gains +1 and hits the hero until the end of the next turn. They can't pitch or play cards with base cost 0, really locking out potentially on a turn there. So where did our other Majestic go? If not, I'm probably imagining things. I am definitely imagining things. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep those off to one side, come back to them. And obviously, I didn't check, but the suede shoes are not cold foil. So we have our foil here is Weave Ice. So it is a rare. I'm going to put that there to get that foil effect on it. Ice action. The next ice or elemental attack action card that's played gains +1, and if it's fused, it gains Dominate. So it could go quite nicely again in Oldham, but if you've got those extra cards to pay. Runaways, so they are generic, one of the few generics we've got. Bramble Spark, Emerging Avalanche, Flake Out, which is a Ranger Arrow, another Veil of Flash, Strength of Sequoia, Overflex, and a Seismic Surge, Rosetta Thorn. Entwine Ice, Heaven's Claws. That's quite, again, some really nice artwork in this set. Or nice artwork in total for Flesh and Blood, to be honest. 1 cost, 5 damage. So nice to finish up with those go wide lightning attacks. A Winter's Grasp, a Lightning Surge. If it's played from Arsenal games, go again, 0 cost. So really adding to that go wide. Icy Encounter, a Snapshot. So that's a rare. So it's a arrow for our Ranger. And if it's lightning fused, you may activate abilities on bows you control additional time this turn as though it was an instant. So really sort of allowing you to potentially go wider with reloading. Weave Ice, so we've had that one up already as a rare. Our foil is Dazzling Crescendo, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. There we go. Really nice foil on there. So that's Ranger. An Amulet of Earth. Entangle. Killing Ice Vein, a Stir the Wildwood for our rare Brimblade, Merging Avalanche, Razzle, Bramble Spark, and Lexi, Frostbite token. Okay, Entwine Lightning, with a fusion. If it's fused, gains go again. Elemental. Polar Blast, so ice, really giving some people some trouble. That's nice for Oldhim. Another Autumn's Touch, Shock Striker, Burgeoning. Our rare is Weed Earth, and Flash, which we've already seen. Our foil is another rare, Sigil of Suffering. You can see it's got that nice little foil in the middle. Ice Equipment, Coat of Frost. We've got a Thump for our Guardian, Flake Out, another Vela Flash, Strength as Acquire, Buzzbolt, Race for Replenishment, a Adult Lexi and a Rosetta Thorn. And we've got Earthborn Surge, Ball Lightning, Break Ground, Invigorate, Chilling Ice Vein, Embolden as our rare, really boosting if you've got those auras in for your Guardian. A Turn Timber, so again pumping that defense. That's going to gain 6 if it was fused. That's quite nice there. Foil is Shock Striker. Then we've got Plume of Overgrowth, which you're not going to see much on the green screen, but instant destroy it and return target Earth action card from your graveyard to your hand. So quite costly, but enables you to decide what you're pumping through. Rites of Replenishment, Snow Under, Buzzbolt, Inspire Lightning, Mulch for our Guardian, and Blizzard Bolt, and Embodiment, Lightning, and Titan's Fist. Okay, we've got a Lightning Surge, Chill to the Bone, Heaven's Claws, Entwine Lightning, Break Ground. Our rare here is Icequake. Your next attack gains +3. Whenever an attack hits a hero this turn, create a Frostbite. So really trying to punish if you're letting things hit. Another Sigil of Suffering. Our foil is Bolt and Shot. Probably one of the more disappointing foils, if I'm completely honest, but that's just me. Amulet of Lightning. Singing Steelblade. Or Singeing Steelblade, should I say. Glacial Footsteps. Dazzling Crescendo. Arcanic Shockwave. Entangle. And Chilling Ice Vein. Winter's Grasp. Autumn's Touch. Polar Blast. Rejuvenate. So this is the red. There's quite a bit of green in this, so apologies. But gain 3, and if you fuse this turn, you replay it as an instant. So it's 1 cost. So quite useful if you've got a little bit left over resources. Maybe useful in Blitz, I'm not quite sure yet. So Frazzle, Bolt and Shot, Evergreen we've already seen. Entwine Ice, an Amulet of Ice, Stir the Wildwood, Thump, Frazzle, Bramble Spark, Emerging Avalanche, and Flake Out. with an Adult Briar and a Titan's Fist. Okay, we've got Burgeoning, Icy Encounter, So Tomorrow, so it's quite nice. 1 cost action, put a target Earth or Elemental card with cost 2 or greater from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck, and then banish So Tomorrow. It's played from Arsenal, draw a card, so it could be a little bit useful to cycle through, and really putting stuff back at the bottom of your deck for when you're ready. You've got Entwine Earth, Heaven's Claws, Snapshot for our rare, and we've got another Majestic, so Light It Up, which is our Lexi specialization, which is quite nice. So it's a lightning fusion. If Light It Up was fused, it gains, if it hits a hero, deal 1 damage to them for each equipment they control. If Light It Up deals damage to a hero equal to or greater than the number of equipment they control, they cannot lose and cannot gain activated abilities until their next turn. So a bit punishing if you're letting that hit. That's 1 cost coming in for 4. So that's quite nice. Foil is Overflex. We've got a Coat of Frost, Vela Flash, Strength of Sequoia, Buzzbolt, Rites of Replenishment, Snow Under, Overflex, an Embodiment of Earth and a Shiver. Okay, so we've got a Invigorate, an Icy Encounter, Break Ground, Ball Lightning, Entwine Ice. So our first rare is Rites of Lightning. Put that up there. Lightning Fuse. When it's fused, if it was fused, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. If you've dealt arcane damage this turn, it gains go again. So I'm really hoping that you're going to get off those arcane there. Really playing towards limited play, because obviously in this set there is no arcane barrier. The only thing that can stop arcane is Oldham's prevent damage. So we've got an Explosive Growth. Our foil is Thump. We've got another pair of Runaways, Snow Under, Overflex, Inspire Lightning, Mulch, Blizzard Bolt, and Arcane Shockwave. We've got an Oldham and a Frostbite. Okay, another Red Rejuvenate, a Burgeoning, Chill to the Bone, So Tomorrow, Rites of Replenishment, Turn Timber, so a red one, so it could go up to +8. Then we've got another Majestic, so we've got Ice Storm, so Ice and Lightning Fusion. Your next arrow attack gains +3, and if it was fused, the next arrow attack this turn gains, if it hits a hero, deal 1 damage to them, and whenever this attack deals damage to a hero, create that many Frostbite tokens under their control. That's going to be quite punishing there for any big attacks from Lexi there. It's quite a nice Majestic. So we've got Ball Lightning, and I did say, I think earlier, that the foil on this is really nice. Hopefully you can see that there. Plume of Evergrowth, Glacial Footsteps, Dazzling Crescendo, Singeing Steelblade, Entangle, Chilling Ice Vein, and Stir the Wildwood. Crack Bauble. Okay, so Electrify, Winter's Bite, Shock Striker, Invigorate, Flake Out. Our rare is Frostfang. So if Frostfang hits an hero, they discard a card unless they pay 2. 2 costs 3 coming in on there. But it is a blue, so it's not going to be that strong going in there. Then we've got Lightning Press. So that's Lightning. We've now got a foil version of Light It Up. That's really nice. I think this box is telling us to build Lexi. We shall see. Probably not, if I'm honest. But it's probably because I don't quite get the whole reload. But that's just me personally. Inspire Lightning, Mulch, Blizzard Bolt, Mechanic Shockwave, Glacial Footsteps, Dazzling Crescendo, and Lexi Frostbite. Okay, then we've got an Earthlorn Surge, Heaven's Claws, Entwine Ice, Winter's Grasp, Entwine Earth, Biting Gale as our rare, Ice Fusion. If it was fused, the attacking hero discards a card unless they pay 2. It's a defense reaction, so it's quite nice to hold on to your Guardian. And then we've got a Cold Wave for our Ranger. So 1 cost, 3 damage. If it's fused, Ice Fusion. Activated abilities costing the opponent an additional resource this turn. And we've got Blizzard Bolt, a Suede Hides, sorry, for our Runeblade, Singeing Steelblade, Entangle, Chilling Ice Fence, Stir the Wildwood, Merging Avalanche, Frazzle, and an Old Dim Frostbite. Okay, Entwine Earth, Winter's Bite, Electrify, Earthlorn Surge, Glacial Footsteps. So we've got our Weave Lightning, a Summerwood Shelter. So target defending Earth or Elemental action card gains +2 as an instant, 0 cost, and it's a blue. So it's quite nice to have. And then we've got another foil Majestic. So I'll put that up there. And you see the foiling on that is really nice. And that's Fulminate. So Earth and or Lightning Fusion. If Fulminate was fused with an Earth card, attack action cards you control gain +3 this round. If it was fused with a Lightning card, attack action cards you control gain go again this turn. So it's clearly for Briar, but you could put it anywhere, but you want Briar to be able to pump both sides of that. Amulet of Earth, Emerging Avalanche, Frazzle, Bramble Spark, Strength of Sequoia, Flake Out, Velaflash, and a Briar Frostbite. Okay, Lightning Surge, Polar Blast, Entwining Lightning, Autumn's Touch, Chill to the Bone, Weave Ice as our rare, a Rites of Lightning Blue as our other rare. Our foil is Elemental Action. You can see I've just paused there because I think, is that? Yep, a completely pointless cold foil. So those that you know, Duskblade has been errated already and banned. So it's a once per turn attack for 1 resource. Move your attack with it. If you've played a non-attack and an attack action card this turn, put a +1 counter on it at the beginning of your end phase. If you haven't played an attack action card or non-attack action card this turn, remove all +1. So that was banned purely because LSS have admitted that they've made a mistake and that was broken. So it is a nice card, and if it hadn't been banned, I'd be really happy for that. But that's probably a bit of a tough pill to swallow in this box, but hey ho. We've got some nice pulls and a couple of nice foil Majestics already, so that's quite nice. So Bramble Spark, Thump, Flake Out, Velaflash, Strength of Sequoia, Buzzbolt, and a Lexi Frostbite. And Entwine Ice, Ball Lightning, Break Ground, a Lightning Surge, Electrify, Cold Wave as our first rare, and Frostfang as our second rare. Just gonna tidy these up a little bit. Winter's Grasp as our foil, so that's quite nice. Sutcliffe's Suede Hides, Thump, Buzzbolt, Rites of Replenishment, Snow Under, Blizzard Bolt, and Inspire Lightning, Embodiment of Earth and Shiver. Okay, we have got Entwine Lightning, Chill to the Bone, Heaven's Claw, Winter's Grasp, Polar Blast, Embolden for our Guardian, Seek and Destroy as our Majestic. So I'm going to pop that up there. So as you can see, it's a throwback to Azalea. Your next arrow attack this turn gains +3, and if this hits a hero at the beginning of their next end phase, they discard all cards in their hand and destroy all cards in their arsenal. Go again. So quite nice there for any ranger. So that's quite a nice one. Our foil is Autumn's Touch. A Honing Hood for our ranger. Mulch, Overflex, Arcanic Shockwave, Glacial Footsteps, Dazzling Crescendo, Stir the Oathwood, and an adult Oldhim Shiver token. So we've got 5 packs left. Could we be one of the lucky ones to get double cold foil? I bloody doubt it, but we shall see. Winter's Grasp, Autumn's Touch, Polar Blast, Rejuvenate, Crescendo. Oh, Dazzling Crescendo, that's that. Our rares are Brights of Lightning and Weave Lightning. Our foil is Stir the Wildwood. Equipment, Crackerjacks. Action, destroy it. The next attack action card you play this turn gains +1. So it's nice to pump some stuff there. Snow Under, Blizzard Bolt, Spire Lightning, Thump, Dazzling Crescendo, and Arcanic Shockwave with a Briar Frostbite token. Okay, we've got Lightning Surge, Chill to the Bone, Heaven's Claws, Entwine Lightning, Invigorate, Explosive Growth as our first rare, and Weave Ice as our second. That's that. Our foil is Glacial Footsteps, a red one, it's quite nice. We've got a Coat of Frost, Merging Avalanche, Frazzle, Singeing Steelblade, Strength to Acquire, Buzzbolt, Rites of Replenishment, and an Olden Frostbite. Okay, we've got Budging for our Earth, Icy Encounter, So Tomorrow, Entwine Earth, Thump, Summerwood Shelter as our first rare, Weave Earth as our second, Mulch as our foil, Rotten Old Buckler, so that will be Guardian, Glacial Footsteps, Entangle, Chilling Ice Vein, Stir the Wildwood, Thump, Frazzle, Embodiment of Earth, Embodiment of Lightning. Our penultimate pack, what shall we be? Invigorate, Autumn's Touch, Polar Blast, Budgeoning, another Budgeoning, one yellow, one red, a Sigil of Suffering as our rare. Our other rare is Icequake for ice, so your next attack gains +2 is yellow, and whenever an attack hits a hero this turn, create a Frostbite token. That's ice. Another rare for Embolden, so that's really nice. So that's going to do Guardians and good. A Deep Blue, so it is one of the few generics in the set. Put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck, destroy Deep Blue, gain 3 resources. So it's quite nice to sort of cycle a red, potentially gaining the extra 2. We could give you the go again. Tangle, Chilling Ice Vein, Singeing Steelblade, Merging Avalanche, Frazzle, Bramble Spark, Embodiment Lightning, and Titan's Fist. So here we have it, our last pack. Oldhim, you're going to give us anything particularly special? So we have Rejuvenate, Icy Encounter, So Tomorrow, Electrify, we go from the back, Shiver, Embodiment of Earth. Then we have got Rites of Replenishment, Buzzbolt, Thump, Bella Flash, Flake Out, Strength of Squire, Bloom of Evergrowth, Polar Blast as our foil, as we saw earlier, Frazzle, and our 2 rares are Snapshot and Evergreen to close out the pack. So put that there and there. So after all of that, what's the spicy stuff we picked up? So we did pick up the Dustblade. Maybe some would argue it's a collector's item. Maybe I'm just miffed. Maybe I got all my luck in my draft where I pulled the alt art Lake Frigid, but that's me. So we've got the Ranger Seek and Destroy, the Elemental Fulminate, the foil Light It Up, the Ice Storm, the non-foil Light It Up, the Exposed to the Elements, Frostlock, and Blossoming Spellblade. So what's that? We've got 7 Majestics and 1 cold foil. I don't think I can complain too much. I know obviously there's a lot more Majestics out there for everybody, but yeah, it would have been nice to have had a cold foil that I could have used. But hey ho, that's me probably just being salty for it. But I hope you enjoyed this sort of box crack for Tales of Aria for Flesh and Blood. If you haven't done so already, please check out our other videos on the channel. We've got some more content for Flesh and Blood and other games out there. Okay, and then we'll see you next time. Take care.